If you make decisions, make them together with your different partners. Yeah, and then there's the solely polyamorous relationship. That means you have
thinking.
like you're thinking, yeah.
Hi and welcome back to my show On Air with Ocean. We're here at episode 14 now, and today I'm joined by Patrick.
Hi. Hello.
Hi Patrick.
Thank you for inviting me and being here.
Thank you for being here.
I love being here.
Patrick has a podcast together with Flo, Stadtland Schwul.
Yes.
Patrick is a sexual therapist, or do you say sex therapist?
I'm a couples and sex therapist.
But does couple mean just two?
No.
No.
Yeah,
You
it
know
could
what
be
I mean?
everything.
Yeah.
Could be a couple, could be a triple, it could be a quadruple. Depends how you define your relationship.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about today. Like, we are talking about relationship systems.
There are different form of relationships, and depending what you want or what you seek.
And how do I know what I want to seek?
Depends. Like, if clients come to my practice and they say, hey, I'm not fitting in a binary system, the idealized monogamy is not mine, I always say, so what is your aim? What are you looking for?
Yeah.
There's like a little practice where they come to themselves and I sit them down and let them close their eyes and then see what are you drawn towards to. And lots of them, come up with something or come up with an idea, and then we work with that. It's like getting in contact what you want to do and where you want to be. And
With yourself.
With yourself.
Yeah.
And lots of times we're so influenced by our surroundings, we're influenced by the binary system where we live in.
yeah.
So lots of people are not in peace with themselves.
Actually, when I have been in my longest relationship for 2 years, always when people were flirting with me in the club, I was always like, oh, that could be cute actually, but
Yes.
I don't know. And then actually we also talked about it in the relationship, and I was like, hey, there was this cute guy in the club and they were flirting, and could you imagine a threesome, for example? And he
Okay.
was always like, no, I don't want to share you, like, you're mine. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, at the end, he cheated on me for 2 years, so it's fine.
Have you defined the relationship before you started the relationship? Have you made like...
No, but during the relationship, we were like, it was obvious that this is a monogamous, closed relationship.
Okay.
But I was not thinking about having a monogamous, open relationship, but just thinking about just having a threesome for 1 time or 2 times or whatever. You know what I mean? Is that also an open relationship then?
Like, it depends what you want to achieve in a relationship. Like, I think it's hard to open up a relationship if there's something missing and you're seeking something from the outside to fill a hole in your relationship. If you're at a happy place and you feel confident in the relationship and you say, hey, on top, I want to have different experience, then it's easier to open up or starting having affairs or one night stands with other people. But that means trust and communication. And it seems like there was not a lot of trust and communication beforehand.
Not at all.
So that's mostly the problem. Because if you look at people, they always think, I need to open up, I'm bored in this relationship, and I think that's the wrong approach towards it. Like, you should be at a good place in a relationship to do that.
And you think, like, with monogamous, closed relationship, it's sometimes like that, there's somehow like the escape to have an open relationship?
I think lots of people, when you're together for a longer time, it's a little bit boring. You start not communicating anymore. You maybe have sex always the same way, and then it starts to get like boring. And it's always like about boundaries. You have to get close to boundaries, and sometimes in a relationship, after 1 month, 2 months, a year, you always have to sit together, basically talk about the relationship. What's my goal for the next part? Where do we want to go? What do we want to have? Where do we want to go sexually?
When I'm going to be in the next relationship, a monogamous relationship is super cute. But I don't know if an open relationship will also be a thing, because I don't know how jealous I can be, even if there is communication.
I think at the start of the relationship, for myself, I can only talk for myself. I want to connect to a person. I want to be close to a person. I want to know this person sexually. I want to know it emotionally. And if I feel secure and I feel safe, and I know how I tick and how the other person ticks, then we can talk about things like, hey, are we happy? Do we have an aim or a goal where we want to be in a year, in 2 years?
Yes.
And then if you feel secure and start communicating, I think that's a good approach towards it. And then say, hey, I'm more a person who might be open for seeing other people. And there are different ways, different agreements.
Do you think it's important to communicate that before you get into the relationship?
You should start having that talk
During
in the
seeing
beginning
each
or
other.
during seeing each other.
Yeah.
And I think it's weird, depending also on the other person. If you're honest and upfront about it, and you say in the beginning, okay, I'm a person who has always been in monogamous relationships, but now I want to experience something else. I don't know where the way goes. Are you the one who wants to try that with me? Whatever it looks like, because you make the rules.
Yeah.
The two of you decide where your way should go.
So there is a lot of different forms of relationships.
Yes.
What do we have?
So there is the monogamous relationship.
We
of
have that
course.
already,
We had
yes.
that already. Then there is don't ask, don't tell. So basically you have an open relationship, but you don't talk about it. What happens. I maybe have an affair on one night stand with someone.
Oh, if we are a couple and I don't know about it.
Yeah, you say that you have a don't ask, don't tell agreement. So if
Okay.
you have sex or an affair with another person, the other person doesn't want to know.
Yeah.
So, and you don't talk about it. You have your relationship and you know there's something happening, but you're not talking about it.
Okay, would it work for you?
No. No. Not at all.
No, me neither.
No. Then it's the open relationship, which we had, you're in a relationship, but then you say, hey, we're at a good place. I love you sexually. I trust you, but there is something I can't give you. And I want to see you happy. And if you seek for a one night stand with another person, do it, go for it. Then there's the polygamy. It's mostly about marrying.
Okay.
So that means one person is marrying several people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a difference to polygamy and polyamory.
Yes, there's a difference. Polygamy is mostly about marriage, and it's actually in most of the countries forbidden. And it happens that it's non-consensual. People get married to one person and they actually don't want to do it. So
Okay.
yeah, forced marriage and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not okay. But I think if everyone agrees to it, and there's you getting married, not legally. I guess I don't know if there's a country where it's legal.
I don't either.
Yeah. Then there's the polyfidelity.
Yeah.
So you're one person or more person, and you're all in love with each other. Everyone is equal. You're a triad or you're a quadruple, and there's nothing happening outside. It's basically like a monogamous relationship,
yeah.
but with more people.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be cute too.
Yeah, I guess so. I know some people who live in a polyfidelity relationship, and it really works. They love each other and share a bed together, live together.
You know them private or you know them from
I know
therapy?
I know them as friends, yes.
Okay, good. Because I never met someone. I think I never met someone. If you're out there, comment please.
No, it could be really cute, and I think it's a nice model, but depending also you have to find the right people.
Yes,
to do
definitely.
that.
Definitely.
And then there are different forms about the polyamorous relationships. There's, for example, one, it's about hierarchy. You have a primary partner, which comes first, then you have secondary partners, third partners. But the primary partners is the partner who comes first. If there's a problem or everything, this is the main relationship.
And does the secondary or third, the secondary partner, for example, also has another partner?
Could be.
Who is the primary partner for him?
Could be. Yeah, it's all about communication, it's agreement, and everyone knows what is happening.
Okay.
And it's hard work. Polyamorous relationship is hard work if there are more people involved.
So you would say definitely have some rules and everything?
Yeah, it depends what helps you to define your relationship. Some people write it down, some people sit together, whatever you like,
Oh God.
But on the opposite side, there's a egalitarian way polyamorous relationship. That means there's no primary or secondary relationship. They are all on the same level. All equal. Yeah. But it could be that they have relationships as well. Yeah.
Different relationships with other people.
With other people.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's the solely polyamorous relationship. That means you You have
thinking.
you're thinking, yeah, that
Like,
might be something for
wait,
you.
Really?
That might be something for you. Yeah, you want to be autonomous. You don't want to live maybe with your partners together. You like your autonomy, and you have like different partners, but it's not about getting married or living together because you.
No, that's nothing.
It's nothing for you.
No, I want to live with my partner. I want to wake up in the same bed and making breakfast, and I'm super romantic.
Yeah, and then there's the relationship anarchy.
Oh, I heard of it. It's
Yeah.
like friends with benefits.
No, it's basically you form, like every relationship you're having is different, and you decide how intense or how deep the relationship is. So there's basically no rules. So
Is it like
it's like you could have like a guy which you love for cuddling, then there's and this is the cuddling relationship, and then
Yeah.
there's one you have for sex,
Uh-huh.
which you do anal penetration, and one you're like the bottom, and with every individual person you have like your own relationship, and you don't define that. It's basically free of all the social constructs.
it's getting hot in here? Whew. That's a lot.
Yeah, and basically you do what feels right for you
Yes.
without naming it.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
All right, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
I would definitely have rules for that. Definitely. So, which rules would you have?
I think the first rule is like communication.
Yeah.
Like it's hard work, like having even an open relationship or just any form of a polyamorous relationship, it's hard work.
Yeah.
And you have to be honest, you have to talk about your feelings. Everyone has to agree to your rules. Like you can't say this is my rule and the other person says no, I'm not agreeing to that. Then you have to support your partners.
In which kind of way?
In every way. If you have a partner and he needs support with another partner or anything, you support your partners or in decisions.
Okay,
or
the emotional support.
emotional
Of
support,
course, yeah.
sexual support, whatever it is. It's like
Yeah.
you have to support them. If you make decisions, make them together with your different partners. If you say things and agree to things, stick to them. That's really important. Yeah, and then you also have to set boundaries.
Yes.
The people who are in your relationship with, they should know your boundaries and don't overstep them. And I think the most important thing is that you should give yourself time for love and be in love. Like you make the rules.
It's your relationship.
It's your relationship.
Definitely.
How do you want to be in this relationship? What are your aims? What are your goals? What are your long-term goals? Where will this go? And I think that's the most important thing. There's no perfect rule for an open relationship or a polyamorous relationship. You make the rules.
Yeah. To sum it up, what would you do or what can you do to find out what is the best relationship form for yourself?
I would look at my former relationships and would write down what did I like, what I didn't like, and then kind of get a feeling towards it, what I'm drawn to.
Yeah.
Like, what do I want? I really have to find out about myself, what is important for me in a relationship. Is it being intimate with a person? Is it maybe getting married? Is it living together? And then finding out what you want, that you have like kind of a map. You are out and open, and if you meet new people, you can kind of share your map.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The more you share, the more you attract maybe people who want the same.
I think it's always also important to tell people, for example, we go on a date and we see each other for the first time, and you're talking about relationships, and then you just share your thoughts. It doesn't have to be that you're going to be in a relationship now, but it's just sharing your thoughts, what you think, which form could work for you, or that you were thinking about it. And this is actually how, because I was seeing someone for a month last year, he told me directly at the first date, hey, if it's going to be a relationship, it's going to be an open relationship. And that's what made me think like, okay, never thought of that. So just
How did it
to
make you
people.
feel?
Weird, because like my friends were just hating me for the next 5 days, because I was like, yeah, I can do it. I can do an open. No, I can't do it. Yeah, I can do an open relation. No, I can't do it. Like that was the next 5 days. But now I'm open to find out if it would work.
Yeah, but
And that's-
first of all, you need a connection to that person.
Yeah.
And then you can find out together what works for you.
Yeah.
2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Well, we're not a couple. We didn't end up as a couple, so I'm still single too.
Okay.
I see. Patrick, it was wonderful to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
To share all your thoughts with Patrick, you can just add him on Instagram.
Yes, and if you're looking like for help, like my couples and sexual therapy practice is focused on the LGBTQI plus and sex positive community. So if you have issues and you need a safe space to talk about things, you can find me.
Yeah. On Instagram, just
on Instagram,
just
on my website.
Yeah.
You can
but
write.
If you are in Berlin,
you can find me. We can see each other in person. It also works online. I do that also, over video chat.
Yeah.
And it's really good, and lots of people use it because if you live at a place where it's not accessible, especially like queer therapists. Thank you for having me and sharing your thoughts. About all of it.
So follow Patrick, follow myself, follow Taimi app, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel, and we're gonna see us soon again with another episode. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Cheers.